Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are jumping right into a deeply honest, incredibly detailed, and totally impartial explainer of the 2026 gold IRA landscape. Look, if you've been seeing the ads, reading the articles, or just wondering if physical precious metals are the right move to protect your hard-earned wealth, you are absolutely in the right place. We're going to look way past the glossy marketing brochures and dig straight into the hard data, the fine print, and the real-world customer experiences.
Okay, let's dive into our roadmap real quick. We're covering 1. The Gold IRA Appeal. 2. Top Contenders of 2026. 3. Understanding the Fees. 4. A case study on Silver Gold Bull. 5. The Customer Reality. And 6. Protecting your retirement. Let's get to it.
Starting off with Section 1, the Gold IRA Appeal. Why exactly is there such a sudden rush for this right now?
Well, at its core, the allure is incredibly simple, but man, is it powerful. A gold IRA, or precious metals IRA, is an IRS-approved retirement account that lets you swap out traditional paper assets, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, for tangible, hold-in-your-hand wealth. We are talking actual physical gold, silver, platinum, or palladium sitting secure in a vault. For a lot of investors, this feels like the ultimate hedge against inflation and economic chaos. But setting one up, it's not just clicking a buy button. You have to choose a custodian to hold the account, pick the actual metals, and navigate some seriously strict storage rules.
And honestly, that complexity is exactly why a massive industry of gold IRA companies has completely blown up. Let's look at Section 2, Top Contenders of 2026, to figure out how to find the right fit based on Wall Street Zen's comprehensive reviews.
The market out there is completely divided based on your level of wealth and experience. On one side, you've got Noble Gold. They are practically tailor-made for beginners, with a super accessible $2,000 minimum investment and a really relaxed, no-pressure sales vibe. But then on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, there's Goldco. They require a hefty $25,000 minimum right out of the gate. Why? Because they're catering to experienced investors who want that premium, white-glove service for every single step. Hey, real quick, if you're an American retiree with $100,000 or more in an IRA or retirement account, there's a link to a totally free Gold IRA guide in the description that makes comparing all these minimums way easier. Definitely grab that.
Beyond those two, there's just a massive variety of unique perks out there. Take iTrust Capital. They are fascinating because they actually let you invest in physical metals and crypto in the very same account, using blockchain for transparency. Then you've got Augusta Precious Metals, highly rated for crystal clear pricing and a solid money-back guarantee. Though, weirdly enough, you can't buy online. And Patriot Gold Group? They just skipped the middleman entirely to offer dealer direct pricing.
But here is where we really need to pivot from the flashy marketing to the reality check. Welcome to Section 3, Understanding the Fees. Let's look at the hard numbers. Transparency around fees is, frankly, all over the place in this industry. And remember, these costs eat directly into your retirement savings. Take iTrust Capital. Zero setup or annual storage fees, right? Sounds great, but they take a premium over the spot price of the metals, something like $50 over spot per ounce of gold. On the flip side, traditional custodians charge ongoing storage fees. Advantage Gold is around $100 a year, while Augusta sits at $250 for setup, plus $200 annually after that.
And then you have that $280 first-year setup fee from Lear Capital. I really want to emphasize that specific number because it perfectly captures a core truth here. Excellent customer service rarely comes for free. Lear Capital is incredibly highly rated. They have a long track record, transparency, amazing educational tools, but you are absolutely paying a premium for that peace of mind right out of the gate, plus another $200 every single year after that. To really get a feel for how these promises actually play out, we need to zoom in. Section 4, Case Study on Silver Gold Bull. Let's put their marketing up against reality.
At first glance, this company is overwhelmingly well-liked. Looking at recent data from all reviews, they pull an impressive 8.6 out of 10 average rating, with the vast majority of feedback heavily leaning toward 4 and 5 stars. And their marketing pitch is massive, over 324,000 customers across the US and Canada. Over $4 billion in customer transactions, 0 account minimums, making them super accessible, plus a best price guarantee on bullion. That's the baseline promise, and it sounds like a totally frictionless way to buy precious metals.
But let's turn to Section 5, the customer reality. Because the actual experience of buying and shipping physical gold ranges from absolutely flawless to incredibly frustrating.
Let's start with the best case scenario. This is the dream right here. A customer named Fisher wrote that they secured a silver bar at a wholesale price. It arrived perfect and brand new, exactly as promised. Better yet, it shipped overnight with 0 extra charges or gimmicks.
When the system works, that promise of fast, low-cost bullion is just perfectly executed.
But get ready for some serious narrative whiplash. This is a real Better Business Bureau complaint involving the exact same overnight courier. A customer's silver coins were marked as signed for, but they were actually stolen before ever reaching them. Now, the company did eventually issue a refund, but only after weeks of the customer chasing them down. And here's the kicker. Because of strict insurance policies, the refund was strictly for the original purchase price. Since silver had gone up in value during that 2-month ordeal, the customer was left at a financial loss, totally missing out on the market gains they were trying to capture in the first place.
And what's truly wild about these logistical headaches is that they aren't just happening to small orders. Take a look at this BBB complaint. A customer wires a massive $50,000 for gold marked as in stock. The payment clears the exact same day. And yet, 2 weeks later, crickets. The order still hadn't shipped. The customer was getting vague updates while watching a huge chunk of their life savings just sit in limbo. The company blamed high order volumes, but it really highlights the immense stress of dealing with physical logistics compared to, just clicking a button to buy a stock.
And then there's the classic promo code trap. In another BBD complaint, a customer clicked what they thought was a valid third-party promo ad for a discount and placed the order using a bank draft. The company quietly canceled the order, claiming they had issues with the payment method and that they don't honor unauthorized third-party discounts anyway. The result? The customer had to go back and create a brand new order without the discount at a higher market price. It is a harsh reminder that profit margins are razor-thin in the precious metals market, and companies will protect them, sometimes at the cost of the customer experience.
All right, so we've seen the glossy appeal and the gritty reality. Let's bring this all together in Section 6, Protecting Your Retirement. What does this actually mean for you?
The crucial takeaway here is this. The asset itself, the physical gold or silver, is an incredibly secure hedge. It has literally stood the test of time for centuries. But the business of acquiring it, storing it, and safely getting it into an IRS-approved vault, that comes with hidden risks. You're dealing with high setup fees, rigid insurance clauses that might leave you hanging if a package goes missing, and just the inherent logistical nightmare of shipping heavy, high-value items around the country. Because the stakes are just so high, you simply cannot afford to go into this blind. If you are an American retiree with $100,000 or more in an IRA or retirement account, you need the complete picture before you make a move. I absolutely highly recommend you grab our free Gold IRA guide. It's designed specifically for you to help you navigate these exact pitfalls, compare the top custodians, and protect your wealth safely. Grab it before you sign any paperwork or wire a single dime.
Which leaves us with one final thought for you to chew on. You've seen the undeniable protective power of the metal, and you've seen the unvarnished reality of the fees and the logistics. Knowing all the moving parts, the hidden costs, and the customer realities, is a physical gold IRA the safest move for your retirement strategy today? Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep asking the hard questions, and I will see you in the next one.